Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be really laid back. I'm going to be testing out some new makeup. I don't really have a lot to test out, surprisingly, but I'm going to be focusing on actually the new Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Blurring Tint, Skin Tint. I'm really excited to try this out. They sent me two shades that are going to be too dark for me. That's why I'm wearing a turtleneck, so you can't see the rest of my body. We're going to be chilling and hanging out. Let's get started. I've already prepped my skin, like moisturizer, primers, eye creams, all that jazz, so it's foundation ready. These are the two shades that they sent me. It's 4 and 5, which I looked on their website, and basically these are kind of leaning towards like light, more medium shades. I'd probably be the second or third shade possibly. So I'm gonna open these up really quick because I haven't even looked at them. I really hope one of them looks decent. As of right now that I'm filming, I haven't watched anybody's like video or any opinions on this, so this is really blind. It could be fantastic or it can not be so good. Well, we're gonna find out. That's the point of this video, right? This is what the foundation looks like. I actually really like the packaging. It's not like glass, it's just kind of like a plastic, and the shape is really cool, very unique, very compact, easy to like travel with. So this is the shade 4 and this is the shade 5. I mean, obviously I feel like they have different undertones, but I feel like I have to go into 4 just because, you know, I feel like 5 might be a little too dark, so we're just gonna keep it safe and go with number 4. Light to medium coverage for all skin tones, blends and blurs to instant perfection, light as air. All right, I'm gonna give it a little shake. I am gonna be trying it out with a brush and a sponge. We'll see which one applies it better. This is what the, ooh, okay, let me just do a little swatch on the back of my hand. That is the shade 4. Honestly, maybe that might not be too bad. I'm gonna go into the side of my face with the brush first, and I'm going to just squeeze a little bit on my brush and just go to town. Ooh, okay, so far so good. Okay, we're not panicking. It's definitely not my shade. If I was wearing a turtleneck like this, it looks really good, but it is a little bit darker than my neck. It looks very pretty on the skin, I gotta say. Wow. I'm not even done yet and I like it. I didn't put any on my forehead yet, but this cheek area, that's like a layer blended out with a brush, I think it looks stunning. Like it looks like I have nothing on my skin at all. It took away the redness, uneven skin tone. It kind of like blurred out my like scarring on my skin. It doesn't look as like, you know, crazy as that side. Not clinging anywhere. It's not settling yet. I have some on the back of my hand. I'm going to go into the sponge, and I feel like maybe the sponge might give me a lot less coverage because it is like kind of more of a sheer foundation-y tinted situation. I feel like sponges really absorb it. It does look really pretty. If you want it to look more natural, less coverage, a sponge is the way to go, but I think I'm gonna do the rest of my face with the brush because I prefer the brush. So I'm gonna layer this a little bit and see how it kind of builds up. It might be too soon to really tell, but I'm pretty happy right now. Honestly, I don't really put a lot of makeup on my forehead lately because I don't really need it, and it's like the one place I crease the most, so I've been going a lot lighter with foundations and stuff, and it has been working out nicely. All right, so this is what the Fenty Skin Tint looks like on my skin. I'm gonna give it a quick second and see how it like dries on my skin, because right now it looks really luminous. Like I don't have like a luminous base on, so this is all coming from the foundation itself. It looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm wondering, oh wow, okay, it's not very wet feeling. It feels very natural. It's not super dry and it's not moist either. This is definitely one of those things that like I would kind of almost be comfortable not even setting because it looks so beautiful. I'm gonna go into the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. This is a new concealer. I like briefly tested in my Ulta haul video, but I haven't been able to test it out again, so that's what I'm gonna try today. And I'm gonna put a little bit underneath my eyes. I'm gonna keep it pretty light today. I'm gonna blend it out with my sponge. She's alive. I'm awake. We're ready. If this skin tint works out, I'm definitely gonna have to go get maybe like shade 2 or 3. Honestly, this isn't that bad. I could get away with this like in the summertime if I like went up a shade. It's like one hair darker than my skin tone, like what I would be comfortable with wearing without a turtleneck. That is a concealer. Looks really good. I wouldn't say it has as much coverage as a Shape Tape. It's definitely a little bit lighter, a little bit more of a creamy, hydrating feel than the Shape Tape. It's like really full coverage. This is kind of like a medium. I still see skin peeking through under my eyes, but it gives me like the perfect amount of awakeness. Like it doesn't look dry and crispy under my eyes. So I like it so far for like an everyday type of concealer. I wouldn't necessarily reach for this on like really glam days, if you know what I mean. But it's nice. I don't have any complaints about it yet. This is my skin. I might add some like faux freckles just to kind of add to the little freckles we already see. Maybe we'll just make it a cute little fresh vibe today. I'm gonna take a little bit of powder. No matter how much eye cream I use and hydrating products I use, like my under eyes have just been so like textured and dry lately. I don't know if that's like an age thing. I'm gonna go really light. I'm not gonna pick up too much powder. So far I'm really feeling like this is like a really good everyday kind of natural errands, something very simple to wear even under your masks these days. That's just going to be lightweight but make you feel like really good and, you know, put together a little. The face seems pretty set for powder products. The powder didn't really do anything weird to my makeup at all. It did kind of take a little bit of that luminosity away, but you kind of still see it peeking through a little bit. The only thing I'll say is around my nose just looks the most makeup-y. It's just kind of settling, but that could just be my skin. It's like a little bit dry in this area. Again, could be me. I don't have a new bronzer to try, so I'm just gonna go into this, wow, it looks disheveled. But this is a Faces by Rob face palette. I've been obsessed with this lately. The blush, bronzer, highlight, amazing. So I'm gonna go into the bronzer side. I'm just going to apply a little bit just to warm up my skin. I do have a new blush to try. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's like their newest little collection, the Flower Power 4-color blush palette. And this is what it looks like. Very cute, very bright, nice summery colors. I am going to go into a mixture of these two shades right here. Ooh, very pinky. That bubblegum pink is so much more pigmented than I thought. I'm going to kind of bring it along my nose. For my highlighter, I'm dipping into the same Faces by Rob palette. And I'm taking the lighter side. This highlighter is just really, really pretty. I'm just going to apply a very small amount. I'm going to do a couple faux freckles. I'm using the Lime Crime freckle pens. I am pretty impressed with my base so far. Looking at it up close like this, it looks really nice. I think the one thing that I don't think looks the most amazing is surprisingly like my under eyes. I don't know if it's the concealer per se or it's just my under eyes lately, because I've been having this issue with almost every concealer where it just doesn't look the best under my eye. But overall my face just looks amazing. I'm going to fill these brows in really quickly. I'm going to be using the ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil in Dope Taupe. On top of that, I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Brow Obsessive Brow Shaping Gel in the shade Brown. I've been really liking this, honestly. It's a really good drugstore brow gel. Doesn't make my brows crispy, just kind of holds it in place. For the eyes, I didn't get the opportunity to film an entire video on this collection, the ColourPop Limoncello collection, but it was beautiful, such amazing packaging, and I wanted to use the eyeshadow palette at least in today's video because it is so freaking pretty. This is definitely a Jess palette. It has these like warm yellowy browns, this yellow color, just the most perfect colors for everyday look. If I took that green and blue out, this palette is just perfection to me. Not that that like makes it not perfect. I just wouldn't use green and blue all the time. So I'm gonna start off with Amalfi, which is like that yellow tone, and I'm going to run this into my crease. I don't think I put a lot of concealer on my lids because my lids are pretty bare, but that's okay. I never really use primers anyways. Wow, okay, so this is a lot more vibrant than I was expecting. So this look has suddenly become a little bit more dramatic than I was going for. I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. It's called Lemon Squeezy. Okay, never mind for the natural look. Okay, but like, look at these colors. I am obsessed so far. I'm gonna mix these two shades together, Tuscan Fun and The Grotto, and I'm going to kind of deepen up my crease with those. I am loving these tones so much and they're blending out beautifully. These pans, I've also noticed, are a lot bigger than their usual eyeshadow palettes, which is really cool. I'm gonna go into this really dark brown shade. It's called Vespa, and I'm going to, again, deepen up my crease just a little bit more. I'm gonna kind of keep this on the crease and the top lash line. I'm not gonna bring it too high up. So I'm gonna tap it in here and then just kind of run it along my top lash line, just so we can get a really nice smoky look like that. I'm gonna dip into this shade. It's called Touring, and I'm gonna put this on my brow bone and the inner corners of my eyes. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's a highlight. In the inner corners. So pretty. I'm actually going to take a little bit of Serenade, which is more of like a lemony color metallic, and I'm going to place that on top of Touring in the inner corners of my eyes just to play with more color. Whoa! Oh my goodness. That's really pretty. So bright. I guess I'm just going to take some of those matte colors that we used in the crease, and I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line. I'm going to stamp a little bit of Vespa on the top lash line as well, just kind of as like a little shadow liner. These are the 3 other metallic shades in the palette that I have not yet used. Look how stunning that green is, by the way. Wow. This one is kind of like a duochrome, and this one's like a really pretty coppery yellow gold shade. I'm thinking maybe this duochrome might be really pretty. It's called Easy Peasy, so I'm just going to tap this on with my finger, because why not? I just kind of want something really subtle, nothing too dark. Ooh, that's really pretty. I'm so mad at myself for not making a video on this collection sooner, because this palette is like stunning. I hope it's still available. To finish it off, mascara. I do have a new mascara to try, and this is from Wet n Wild. It's a Big Papa mascara. Anyways, I asked on Instagram like a few days ago what you guys thought about this, and somebody said it was okay, and then somebody said it sucked, and then it started going viral on TikTok. Things go viral on TikTok a lot, and generally, I never really like the things that go viral anyways, but that is why I am here, so we can test products and see if it lives up to its claims. This is what the mascara looks like. It's supposed to give you bigger volume, bigger lift, bigger thickness, bigger impact lashes. Finally, I'm trying a mascara that does not have a plastic applicator. That's a hallelujah moment. I am going to clean off the bristles just a little bit. Let's apply it to our lashes. So that is about like 1 light coat. I'm gonna go back and add more, but let me do the other eye first. So these are the lashes, did my little finessing, and I actually really liked it a lot. Like, my lashes look pretty. It doesn't feel crunchy, it doesn't feel sticky, doesn't look clumpy. Like, I'm pretty happy with the way that my lashes look, honestly. I would continue to use this mascara. I think in terms of drugstore mascara, I love it way more than the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I did not really love this very much. So the Big Papa, the name, it's so weird. So far, so good. I like it. Lastly, for the lips, I do have something new to try. This is from Revlon. It's the Color Stay Satin Ink Liquid Lips. I have 2 shades that I've picked out. I'm trying to decide which one would go better with this look. Let's do Wild Ride. It is a little bit more like brown, and I feel like it might look better with the eye look. I don't know if it's going to dry down all the way. It does say satin, so I'm assuming it's just going to give your lips that matte look without drying down completely. I'm not going to use a lip liner just to see what this does. Feels really creamy. It smells like something specific, like Fruity Pebbles and vanilla mixed together, like an orange sickle, just something, I don't know. So far, this kind of feels like a really pigmented lip gloss that's like really lightweight. I love the way it looks on the lips and how it feels. It feels light and it feels very creamy. It's not like making my lips look dry or anything like that. I definitely probably would love this more with the lip liner because it's not as like pigmented like a liquid lipstick where I would be able to carve out a shape. It does kind of look like feathered and light on the edges because it does feel like a pigmented gloss. Does that make any sense? I let the lip do its thing for like a minute. I don't think it's gonna dry down any more than this. And when I say dry down, it hasn't really dried down, but when I first initially put the lip product on, it was a little bit more glossy and creamy, slips and slides, but the more I kind of pressed my lips together, it kind of like set it onto my lips like a satin lip would. It does like transfer. That's a light kiss. I didn't want to press too hard. Before I zoom you guys out, I wanted to do one last little close-up on my skin. And I have to say I'm pretty obsessed with how it looks. I think it is beautiful. It is flawless. It doesn't look like I really have foundation on or like makeup. It's so pretty. Like, I'm so impressed. Wow. I was thinking this shade does not look bad. Look at it. I can get away with this, I think. I'm really content with everything that I tried today. I know I didn't try a lot of new products, and also the eyes, obsessed. Like, it's so beautiful. Like, these tones, stunning. This lip, didn't think I would love it, but I love it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to insert a clip at the end of the day, or whenever that is, when I'm gonna take my makeup off, of how it looks, like how it wore. I'll insert it after this. Hello, future Jesi checking in. Please ignore my lips, but this is the 4-hour mark wearing this foundation. I'm not ending it here, but I thought you guys would be interested to see how it wears in like a smaller period of time. And honestly, I don't think much has changed. It looks really good still. The two things that I will say is around my nose is the only area it's kind of fading or wearing down, just in here, which is pretty normal with a lot of foundations. I can literally go in there and touch up right now and be like a-okay. The second thing is I'm definitely a hair more like shiny. I wouldn't say I'm oily because it doesn't feel oily. I'm just shinier, and I don't have oily skin. So yeah, I mean, it looks really nice. I like that natural shine because it kind of just looks like it sank into my skin. It looks more skin-like now. I wouldn't say I look greasy at all. So this is like the 4-hour check-in. Let's see how it does later. I might work out. Maybe I'll check in before I work out and then after I work out, just in case I really sweat it all off. Who knows? Anyways, so okay, bye. Hey guys, it's about 10 p.m. right now. I've had this foundation on for a little over 7 hours now. I think this is gonna be my last check-in. I'm gonna go try to work out, and I'm probably gonna be exhausted after, so I just figured I would come and show you what it looks like. I think overall it looks really good. I look really healthy and like dewy, but like in a good way. I'm not like oily feeling at all, but my skin just looks very glowy. It's definitely worn down a little on my chin, around my lips, my nose, but overall, like my cheeks and my forehead, like it's really good. Like it looks nice. It hasn't settled and like creased up on me. I think this is like a really nice everyday type of foundation. Since this is my last check-in, I'm gonna do like a little touch test because I kind of want to see if it like comes off if I like touch my face, because I haven't really touched my face today. So yeah, you guys can see that little mark there. It definitely comes off when you touch it, so don't touch your face. Also, quick side note, I'm on Sephora's website because I actually had no idea how much this foundation costs. It's $29.50. Which is so odd to me, like $29.50. I don't think that's too bad. It has 1.08 fluid ounces in it, which is 0.08 more than most foundations, so that's pretty good. Also, this is supposed to be humidity, sweat, and transfer resistant. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Of course, let me know if you've tried this blurring skin tint and how it works on your skin. I always forget to mention it when I'm doing like foundation try-ons, like what type of skin I do have. And I know this is like really late into the game, but I have like normal to more dry skin these days. I'm not very oily. I do have like more acne prone, textured, sensitive skin, I guess. But yeah, I will try to mention that in my videos. As usual, you guys can follow me on my 105 different Instagram pages. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. I would appreciate it so very much. Hit that little bell so you guys are notified every time I post a video and you guys don't miss out. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.